Who that?
Hey, nobody record.
Only Al can record. And I'm top dog. Al Productions.
Motherfucker gonna get a cut. Anything. You let the shit for camera. But we know what it's for us. We ain't the truth, so we know, right? We put shit out there just in case it get one, right?
Well, we on live.
Slow. Good move.
Boy,
Bring it on.
3100. I'm a 32.
Get on it. Nope. Now you already know you can walk to, but you already know what you got.
Floyd Mayweather is making headlines once again, not as a fighter, but as a mentor. This time, he's returning ringside to guide his former protege back into the spotlight.
But Tank, man, this is God day, you know? You got the two baddest people in business on this, what you call it, that's Al and Floyd, you know? Respect Floyd to the utmost, man. He just let me just come in the gym, just do me, you know?
The unbeaten legend, known for his unmatched defense and strategic brilliance in the ring, has officially linked up with Gervonta Davis's camp as training intensifies ahead of the highly anticipated clash with Jake Paul.
Tell me that body shot already got you. Slow. Good move.
Boy,
Bring it on.
3100. I'm a 32.
Get on it. Nope. Now you already know you can walk to, but you already know what you
Tank vents out on social media. He's been through a lot, you know, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan.
Here's where things take a surprising turn. This reunion carries far more meaning than it seems. Gervonta "Tank" Davis spent 7 crucial years under Mayweather Promotions from 2015 to 2022, a period that helped shape him into one of boxing's biggest stars. Their professional split came soon after Davis closed out his run with a spectacular knockout victory, his last fight under Floyd's promotional banner.
I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up mine, but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it.
Watching them reunite feels like witnessing a fighter return to the mentor who first taught him the true art of defense. Inside the gym, Mayweather looks completely in his zone, fine-tuning Tank's signature shoulder roll, refining his counterpunch accuracy, and ensuring every move echoes that trademark money team craftsmanship.
Tank boxing skills is really better than his power. He just didn't have to use his boxing skills, but Tank can really box his ass off. And so when we in a boxing gym, Sean, as you've seen me tell Tank a lot of times, stop always resorting just to your power and use your boxing skills. And that's what Tank did in this training.
This camp isn't just about heavy bags and sparring rounds. It's the return of a mentorship built on mastery. Mayweather is teaching Tank how to turn aggression into control, to make opponents miss by a whisper, and to command the ring with calm precision. As for Tank, he's locked in, sharper, colder, and more dangerous than ever. This isn't a regular training camp. It's 2 eras of greatness colliding in one powerful comeback story.
Would do business with you if you act like this.
But it happens a lot in boxing, though, right?
Oh yeah, because
to be
it's
common in
strategic.
boxing, yeah.
Floyd was telling him all these things.
Floyd's giving this counsel to
Yes.
Gervonta.
Who do you think is telling him to do the rehydration clauses and not, putting all these stipulations on me? You can't do this, you can't do that. The ring needs to be this size. It's Davis Garcia. It's not. But all these things were all by
The mastermind with the plan and the protege ready to bring it to life. That's what this reunion symbolizes. When Floyd Mayweather returns as your mentor, it's more than training. It's a masterclass in the art of being untouchable. But just when fans thought the storyline couldn't get any bigger, Robert Garcia stirred the pot, dropping a bold take that got the boxing world buzzing. According to him, Tank's got all the talent in the world, but he still hasn't given fans the fights they've been asking for.
I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give broached that rematch, which he should have. You know, Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clear.
And truthfully, Garcia might have a valid argument. Fans have been craving those legacy-defining fights. The long-awaited Roach rematch, a showdown with Shakur, or even that fantasy matchup everyone's been talking about. Instead, Tank's been focused on bigger names and crossover bouts that bring the spotlight, but not always the validation purists want. Garcia didn't hold back either. He pointed out how Floyd always faced the noise head-on. Remember Castillo, Maidana? Floyd ran it back, proved his point, and left no doubts. Tank, however, has moved past his toughest rivals like unfinished chapters in a book he never reopened.
So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize. But then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making. If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for 20, 30 million dollars, I would probably do this.
To be fair, you can't really blame Garcia for feeling that way. Fans always want the smoke, the rivalries that define eras, the kind of fights that make history books. But when you look at Tank clearing nearly 50 million from an exhibition with Jake Paul, you have to stop and think. Let's be real. If someone waved that kind of money in front of you, you'd be lacing up gloves before dinner. That's what makes Garcia's take so interesting. He may not approve, but he gets it. Because at the end of the day, belts get forgotten, but that kind of payday builds a legacy outside the ring.
Don't blame him. You know, it's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care of how many belts he won or who he fought. The only thing that matters is that he's gonna be able to take care of his family, himself, for the rest of his life, and that's the most important thing. So I don't disagree with what he's doing. Do I like it? No, but I don't disagree.
So yeah, maybe fans didn't get every dream fight they wanted, but Tank? He's out here building the life he planned for, and honestly, that's a win in its own right. Just when Robert Garcia had everyone arguing over legacy and respect, Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis flipped the story completely, turning it into what fans are now calling the $1 million mayhem. A knockout bonus on the line? That's not your usual bout. That's a high-stakes, real-life video game. When Jake went public about the massive KO reward, you could almost picture Tank grinning. Flash that kind of money at a man built for destruction, and suddenly every punch has a purpose.
The only reason it had to be an exhibition is just because of the weight.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's a winner. I don't know if I can say it, but there's like a big knockout bonus.
A big knockout bonus.
Okay.
So if someone knocks the other one out, they're gonna get a big bonus.
A bonus? A knockout bonus? Hold on. Let's go back and confirm a few things. So there will be a winner and a loser, unlike that Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul.
At this point, it's not about pride. It's about who leaves Atlanta richer and with bragging rights that money can't buy. Let's be honest, 12-ounce gloves, licensed officials, and real consequences. Call it an exhibition if you want, but it's basically a televised street fight with luxury lighting. If Tank lands one of those signature left hooks, Jake's influencer feed might just buffer mid-post. Still, credit where it's due, Jake's betting millions on himself like he's playing a high-stakes board game. That's either next-level self-belief or a caffeine overdose. Either way, the truth's about to show itself. Because when knockout bonuses and side bets hit the table, everything changes.
It's an exhibition, but there's pro judges. There's gonna be a winner. It's not like your brother and Floyd.
No, correct. There's gonna be a winner.
And there will be a KO bonus. So whoever wins by KO, they get a big bonus?
Well, there's like a big knockout bonus.
Okay.
So if someone knocks the other one out, they're gonna get a big bonus.
And TKOs are included.
What about, does TKO count?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm betting $10,000 on Gervonta Tank Davis to knock out Jake Paul on my book.
If Jake somehow pulls this off, the internet might actually explode. If Tank takes it, it's going to feel like poetic justice broadcast live in HD. Either way, one man's walking out richer, the other's getting an unplanned nap, and the rest of us are locked in like it's the season finale of boxing's wildest reality show. And just when you thought the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis storyline couldn't throw any more curveballs, boom. Antonio the Magic Man Tarver steps in. And he doesn't sugarcoat a thing. Tarver said what a lot of fans have been thinking. Something about this matchup feels off. It's got that classic David and Goliath vibe, only this time, there are Netflix cameras rolling and a size gap big enough to park a pickup truck in between them.
Well, you know, Jake a businessman, and everybody know that. You know what I mean? But Gervonta Davis is a fighter. You know, he's a champion fighter, and hey, but it's a great event, man. It's gonna be huge. Netflix is involved, and anytime you know you got those big players involved, you know it's gonna sell. So,
but that's what makes Tarver's perspective so interesting. He wasn't throwing shade, just keeping it real. Everyone knows Jake's got that gym-built protein shake power, while Tank's rocking that touch of sleep precision that ends nights fast. And Tarver nailed it. This matchup's going to look crazy. Jake's shaped like a linebacker, Tank's shaped like a loaded weapon. Do the math. One's bringing pressure, the other's bringing detonation, and honestly, you can't fault Tarver for being intrigued. This isn't your average fight. It's boxing's version of a reality glitch. We all know what's on the line. If Tank connects clean, the lights go out instantly. But if Jake manages to keep that distance and control the space...
make numbers, do numbers and everything. I just don't know how the fight's gonna unfold.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
A lot of times when you that much bigger than a guy, you can just hold him off. You know what I mean? Is he just swinging and all that? But I don't know, bro. I have to see them in the ring and see how it even looks.
Yeah. Tarver's looking at this through the lens of experience. But for the rest of us, we're here for the spectacle, the glorious madness of it all. And I can't lie, I'm tuned in for every second. Because this matchup isn't just about strength versus skill. It's where pure boxing collides with mainstream entertainment, where chaos cashes a check. You've got Floyd Mayweather back in the mix, fine-tuning Tank like a craftsman polishing a masterpiece. Jake Paul's out here transforming the ring into his personal high-stakes playground. And then you've got voices like Robert Garcia and Antonio Tarver dropping commentary like guest stars in a crossover no one saw coming.
But hey man, that's just me speaking from experience. Like I said, today is a different era in boxing, it's a different time. You know what I mean? Everybody chasing a bag. And I think that's what's really motivating most of these guys.
Yeah.
Until next time, stay sharp, stay tuned, and keep your guard up.